So Nushin is compassionate, she's level-headed, you can't ruffle her feathers, but most of all, she focuses in on the responsibilities of both the employer and the employee in a way that really produces dialogue that's productive and beneficial to both.
It was brilliant hiring Nushin as the Chief Talent Officer because she is amazing at recruiting and nurturing and keeping the talent to an organization as complex as this.
Nushin has been able to create a well-rounded team where we're more of a collaborator as opposed to an individual, one person trying to get ahead of someone else.
Nushin has this second sense about her in doing her job. She's like a staff whisperer. She listens carefully. You can tell the wheels are turning as she's listening to you describe a really complex situation. And then she kicks into this other gear at understanding all the complexities and nuances and coming back with a really helpful either strategy or response to a difficult situation.
Nushin is a great leader, and she gives us ongoing feedback on our monthly meetings and weekly meetings, and she's always have a positive thing to say to each of one of us.
I was lucky enough to be on Nushin's selection committee, so I got to meet her in the early days. But one of the things that I noticed with the executive staff is she is very positive and calm, and everything is workable. And I think that sometimes, considering the difficult things that might go through a human resources department, we have a lot of confidence that she can help us through that journey.
I think it's probably easiest to say that the tone that Nushin is setting here is that the HR department is so open and supportive that it's like we can't get enough of her. It's so open that we feel like we're reaching out to her every day with advice or a look for some counsel and support or just a cheerleader.
Yes, initially we've already started the process of implementing what's known as an injury illness prevention program. She and I have been working together and getting that program implemented. So we've gone through the process of developing the program, reviewing it, getting it through legal, and getting it to the key people that are going to approve it here at the museum.
So Nushin and I are part of a very important initiative, part of the strategic goals to be a museum of, for, and with Los Angeles. We are working on a diversity, access, equity, and inclusion initiative that in my role, it'll be working through the programmatic aspects, but in support of Nushin, it's about instituting that within our culture at the museum.
So in our strategic framework, we have as one of our top goals to become a museum of, for, and with Los Angeles. And creating a truly inclusive approach to the public has been important to us. Because of that, we wanted to make sure that all of our staff had a good understanding of the unconscious biases they may be bringing to their work, both with each other, but also with the public. So Nushin has brought to the museum an implicit bias training process. She investigated the variety of different programs we could bring. She found an individual who really was able to energize all of our employees across the museum family, as well as some of our vendors and volunteers, in a dialogue about the ways in which we approach each other and the public without understanding the biases that we bring to that work.
One key initiative that Nushin initiated in the last year is a comprehensive training program for all of the managers here at the Natural History Museum. We conducted 4 sessions covering everything from team building to how to run a successful meeting, and without Nushin's foresight and initiative, that project wouldn't have been nearly as successful as it was.
Hi, my name is Nushin Nathan, Chief Talent Officer for the Museum of Natural History. And I'm standing in my favorite room, Age of Mammals. And I've worked in several different sectors, but always wanted to be part of an organization that really gave back to the community, and an organization that had a sense of purpose and really was able to give back to the community. And so this was a perfect place for me. I get to come to the museum every day and work with some amazing people who have incredible sense of purpose and want to create a space for our visitors to come in, be inspired and learn. So, I mean, it's the perfect place. I love it here. The culture of the museum here is very inclusive. We are always trying to find ways to create a space where employees can come in and bring their whole self to work. And the culture speaks to that in a very inclusive and buy-in way. We want to hear our employees' voices. It's critical that we always go out and learn what our employees are interested in doing and wanting from us. We're very transparent in how we proceed, how we work, and we always like to get feedback and buy-in from our employees. The key driver in really making my work impactful to this organization has been really to create a support system for employees, my colleagues, our stakeholders all across the museum, and this includes our vendors as well. We have to find ways to team up together to create this culture that is engaged and filled with a sense of purpose. I was also asked by Society for Human Resource Management to give a statement to a joint committee of senators in Sacramento as they looked for ways to improve their whole process in investigating and responding to sexual harassment and the whole Me Too movement. When I heard that I was nominated, I was ecstatic. It just meant so much, not only from my network, but from my colleagues, and the president of the museum, president-director, Dr. Lori Betson-Varga. It just spoke to my feeling that I'm having some impact, and it was great. It was so exciting. I got very emotional, but also from my team. I think my team really was a big part in letting the executive team know that they were interested in nominating me. So it's been an amazing, it's such a great ride. It's so meaningful. I'm so grateful and so excited to be nominated.